You might think you're pursuing purpose, but what if you're actually just chasing your own dream and calling it God's will? One of the clearest warning signs is restlessness. When you're constantly striving, constantly comparing, constantly discontent, it's often because you're trying to make something happen that God never assigned to you. Proverbs 19 verse 21 says, "Many are the plans in a person's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails," which means your dream might be loud, but His purpose is sovereign. Another hidden sign is prayerlessness, not in general, but specifically about the direction you're moving. You're making moves, building platforms, setting goals, but deep down, you haven't really asked God if He's in it. You're asking Him to bless what you've already decided, instead of seeking Him first like Matthew 6 verse 33 commands. A third red flag is when your identity is tied to your progress. If success fuels your self-worth and setbacks trigger panic, you're not rooted in purpose, you're addicted to outcomes. God's purpose doesn't always look like success in the world's eyes. Sometimes it looks like hiddenness, pruning, or even loss. Romans 8 verse 28 doesn't say all things feel good, it says all things work together for good to those who are called according to His purpose, not your personal ambition. Another subtle clue is when peace is absent but you keep pushing anyway, ignoring the check in your spirit, rationalizing red flags, silencing conviction with hustle. God's purpose never requires you to abandon His presence. If you've been sacrificing rest, relationships, or even righteousness just to keep up with a dream that once felt holy, this may be your sign. You're chasing a version of your calling that God never authored. The most dangerous deception isn't turning away from God, it's moving ahead of Him. If the fruit of your pursuit is anxiety, spiritual dryness, or a fading prayer life, it's time to pause and ask, is this really from God, or just something I wanted Him to co-sign? Because true purpose flows from surrender, not striving, and God will never let you find lasting peace in something He didn't plant. Sometimes the real test isn't whether you're willing to start, it's whether you're willing to stop long enough to let Him redirect you.